Researching and studying, I've come across that highly self-conscious people have interesting things in common, which I'll share with you in this video. This is Jan from Our Intellect, and today we'll discuss 9 fundamentals highly self-conscious people know and do. So let's dive in. 1. They know they need certainty and uncertainty. It's a fact that we as humans need both of them. We're complex creatures, and too much certainty will bring us boredom. Too much uncertainty will make us anxious. Doing the same things over and over, having the same boring job we don't like will make us certain that we are bored and lazy. Uncertainty is really what makes the world interesting in its evolution. The best innovations of the 21st century were created in uncertain times. Sure, the unknown is often frightening, but with uncertainty comes the wealth of possibilities that are just around the corner. Change is constant and so is uncertainty. Number 2 is clarity. Self-conscious people always seek clarity about the type of the environment and people they surround with. This gives them a strong purpose, direction and focus in everything they do, since they know precisely how their actions are helping them reach their goals. According to Brendon Burchard's High Performance Habits book, clarity has 4 fields that you need to work on, and I'll cover the basics. First, the self and knowing exactly what kind of person you want to become. How do you want to describe your ideal self? Second, the social sphere, and become aware and intentional about your interactions with others. For example, how do you want to behave socially? Third, the field of skills and knowing precisely which talents need to be developed. And fourth, service to others. What service do you want to provide? How can you help others with your skills or knowledge? Asking and answering those questions by myself was really sharpening my focus and thinking, and I highly recommend this book to everyone. Number 3. Self-conscious people know they are allowed to put themselves first. Putting yourself first is making sure you're physically, emotionally, and mentally in shape. Many will say you're selfish when you honor yourself first. There's nothing selfish in trying to be the best version of yourself, to treat yourself with compassion and kindness and feel awesome about it, because only then you'll be able to help and serve others in need. By honoring themselves first, self-conscious people gain more energy, better productivity, respect from others, and less stress. 4 is they know they're more than their thoughts. You're more than your thoughts, your body, or your feelings. You're limitless potential who is here to shake things up and create something new that the universe has never seen, said Dr. Richard Bartlett. This man said it all because if you let to be controlled and move in your life by your 70k daily thoughts and emotions, you're going to lose yourself in no time. Self-conscious people know that they are not required to obey their thoughts and feelings. Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now said, people tend to dwell more on negative things than on good things. So the mind then becomes obsessed with negative things, with judgments, guilt and anxiety produced by thoughts about the future and so on. Number 5. Their opinion of who they are is more important. This is fundamentally true because people, even the one closest to you, will always have some opinions about you, even though 70% of their opinions will not really be true or will not matter to you fundamentally. It's important to understand that everything comes from your self-image. Self-conscious people have a realistic appreciation of their own flaws, and they're not afraid to show vulnerabilities in intimate relationships. When you meet such a person, you're struck by their quiet confidence, and you notice that this kind of people doesn't seem to be making much of an effort to impress you. What's important is how we work with what we are given. Number 6. They take responsibility. Empowerment comes via responsibility. Many people live completely disempowered lives because they haven't taken full responsibility for their lives. Now, bad things do happen in life, but we always have a choice as to how we act and respond. Taking responsibility is one of the best things I ever learned and done in my life lately. This is liberating because you realize that you can actually do something about it. 7 is they're honest with themselves. Let's face it, we all lie to ourselves. Social desire to be liked doesn't just influence what we tell other people, but what we tell ourselves. When you aren't honest, you only choose to see what you want to see, but you ignore what you don't want to see. This may provide short-term happiness or relief, but in the long run is destructive and unhealthy. Self-conscious people are honest with themselves, but not too judgmental or critical. The goal isn't to hurt your self-esteem, but to take the information of the day and use it to improve tomorrow. Honesty is something we need to practice on a daily basis. We don't just become completely honest with ourselves overnight. It takes constant self-awareness and consistency. 8. They are willing to constantly change. Now, while some people have fear towards change, self-conscious people embrace change. Change allows us to be creative and evolve to be better humans. That's why it's important to be proactive in initiating change. There's a classic quote from Jim Rohn. It says, "If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree." And last, they create and live their purpose. Living your life as a drifter, as the famous Napoleon Hill calls people who don't have a purpose or one big central goal in their life, can be a difficult path to walk and live. But self-conscious people have a purpose that guides their life decisions, influence their behavior, shape their direction, and create a meaningful life. How one can create their purpose, you might ask. Answer these questions by yourself and you can find the key. What subject or field of expertise you can talk about for hours? What would you love doing for 2 years without getting paid any money? What will make you feel excited to get out of bed? Every single one of us is unique in some ways, and I'm a strong believer in that. The question that follows is, are you ready to copy some of the things these self-conscious people have in common? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you for watching, make sure to subscribe if you like this video, and see you until next time.